Yeah, I have it paused right now. Hold on. All right. Can y'all see now? Yeah, I can do that too. Hold on. I'll send y'all the link if I prefer that. Hold on. Copy. I'll post a link in the group as well. 'Cause it's a really nice presentation video that you all want to watch. That way you can get a better understanding of what the forex market is and so forth like that. So I'll post that in the chat or actually in the group. Hold on. All right. So pretty much here we go. We'll get right into it then. When you all first join Ward 3, what you all should be going to is the file section. Let me share my screen. All right. So here's the group right here. Here's what you all would be seeing. This is the file section. The first thing you all really want to look at is at the very bottom, I believe, is the PDF. It's right here, the Luciano Theory PDF. Okay, I've already got it pulled up. This is what it looks like. It's got a little introduction to what Ward 3 wants to do as far as our future and where the direction we want to head in. It gives you pretty much, it's an introduction of what we're about, what you're about to learn, and things like that, to keep it all the way simple. Your prerequisites, it just pretty much, like I said, babypips.com gives you the basic knowledge of forex trading overall in general. That's what you all want to learn. Okay, babypips.com. When you're trying to set up your broker, it's also in a PDF. You'll click here. It'll bring you to this site. This site needs to be updated. It's a little bit old. So once after you see this site, the banner's down here. You just pretty much click this banner, and it's going to take you to right here. All you got to do is enter your information, email, sign up. Understand when you create your accounts right here, it's going to give you an ECN platinum variable. Okay. You contact customer support to change that to platinum variable spread. All right. So once you all log in here, it's going to take you to the Forex Broker Inc. website, which is right here. All right. You all have to after you log in, you go to My Account, Trading Platform Accounts, and you all want to set up a demo. Okay. It'll give you two options: live account and a demo account. All right. So what you want to do is create your demo account, password, confirmation. I'm not going to create one. I'm just going to walk through for you all. Whenever you create one, all you're going to do is pretty much copy this number. Then you're going to go to Trade Platforms. Click on MetaTrader 4. You want to download it, and once it downloads, it's going to install. When you install it, it's a pop-up something like this. You'll have this screen right here besides this. I just set this up. So this is what your main screen is going to look like when you first log into MetaTrader 4. All right? What you're going to do is exit out the right two, the bottom left, maximize the one that's left. Okay. You can X out this navigator. And this little market watch box, right-click in it and click Show All. And it's going to pull up all the currencies that you can trade. And it's going to pull up your commodities and your oil, like gold and stuff like that, all right? Your screen won't look like this. It's going to look more like this, but everything's going to be green, and you're not going to have the moving averages set up just yet. All right? So once you all right-click on the market watch, you can X out of that, and it'll give you this big screen, this chart. Over here, it's going to give you your currency pair, the Euro USD. These are the different charts that you can click on. You've got a minute chart, 5-minute chart, day chart, week chart, a monthly. The two time frames that I pay attention to the most are the 4-hour and the 1-hour. All right. To set up your moving averages, you can refer back to the PDF. What did I do with it? You can refer back to the PDF, and it's going to give you how to set it up, what they are, and it tells you what the PDF tells you what the strategy is, how it works, and things like that. It tells you the pillars, the colors, what everything is as far as to look for on the different charts. I said the orange and the red are the pillars. The other 4 colors are your 4 brothers. It explains to you how to use the strategy a little bit. Explains to you the roles of the lines, the 4 brothers. It gives you a couple of pictures of what to look for. Explains the role of the 2 pillars. So the PDF is something that you really want to start out with as far as when you first enter the group and things like that. These 2 pictures right here are very highly reliable reversal patterns that happen a lot in the forex market. So if you can learn these and study these and notice these and pick up on these over time, you'll do a lot better than when you're first starting. Like I said, this PDF just gives you a basic overall of the strategy. Let's see. The file sections is where you will find the indicators. Where did I put it? Hold on. Hey, whoever just joined, mute your line, please.
This is Jessica from Los Angeles.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Can you mute your phone for me, please, Jessica?
No problem.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sharing my phone, my screen just yet. Let's see.
Okay. Huh? My sister.
All right. So, as I was saying, hey, I think your phone's still not muted, Jesse. Appreciate it.
I have it on mute. Sorry. I'm just gonna turn the volume
I still hear you.
There you go.
Appreciate you. All right. So back to the presentation. When you first enter the group, you all want to go to. Oh, little puppy, you got stepped on. All right. Sorry about that. Go to the group. Go to the file section. You'll go to Luciano Theory, Basic Theory. From there, it'll tell you want to go over the PDF. So that way you can understand what's going on. The part one video is going to tell you how to set it up as far as your indicator numbers, your moving averages, how to do it, and go from there. Part 2 is pretty much when you really get to the nitty gritty of it. It's going to teach you the basics. That way you can place orders on low volume and slowly start to build your account as you're learning how to trade forex, how to use the theory, and so that way you can start to build your account, hit different lots, and really take off. Because I keep saying, once you hit $1,000, it takes off from there because you're in a different lot. I broke it down into basic theory, and then there's advanced theory, where advanced gets you into like pending orders. It teaches you about the cycle, so that way you all can really let orders ride long term, like I do for days at a time and things like that, and really make some money. And then it gets you into hedging. It teaches you how I hedge. There's a few different other ways that you can hedge with this strategy, but I'll just teach you all pretty much how I hedge, where you can pretty much almost take profit every time. So you got that. We're also working on some updated material as far as the market makers and things like that. We've got the group closed for the next 2 weeks to come up with some presentations so that we can teach you all how the market makers work and things like that. I'm working with Ryan, Keith, Jerry, and Garrett to get this all out to you all. Just a second. All right. Do you have any questions so far? Hello? Yeah, there will be a live training. Yes, we will have live training. What we're going to do is we're going to put the presentation out as a whole when we reopen, but week by week we're going to have live training like we're doing right. Well, we're going to have live training similar to what we're doing right now. We're all sharing my screen. We'll go over stuff. Based on what the topic is for that week and things like that. So as we go through, these are going to be recorded, so that way folks can just hop right in and watch the recordings and go from there. Larry, this strategy works on anything you trade with forex, almost pretty much. The main currency pair we're working with is the Euro USD, though. What other questions you all have? No problem, my man.
Hey, when we set up our account, when we have to put the 1 to 500, the leverage, what difference does it make?
As far as leverage? Leverage will allow you to hit different lots quicker than if you use, let's say, like a 1 to 200. Leverage is a double-edged sword, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. The higher your leverage, the quicker you're able to make currency, which also means the quicker you're able to lose currency. So you got to be careful with your leverage. Your leverage pertains to your volume and your margin. They all pertain to the same concept when it comes to forex. So when you go over to babypips.com, you'll get an in-depth schooling about that. I've also posted a few different articles about margin, free margin, and leverage and volume as well. Different brokers have some pretty crazy leverage out there. The highest I've seen is 1 to 1,000, but I don't want to mess with that. I think 1 to 500 is pretty good.
Got it. Thanks.
No problem. Well, what other questions do you have for me? Hello? Y'all just type in your questions in the chat box. If you can't type it in, I'll unmute the line so that way I can hear you all.
You are now muted.
Looks good to me, simple. Yeah, it's pretty simple, Chad. The let me show you something real quick. If you all haven't, hold on. Yeah. If you all haven't looked at the market makers method yet, please do so, because that's who we're piggybacking off of. Bloomberg, CNN, all those people report on the market makers. So these are the people who move the markets and make the spikes and things like that. So we want to know when they're going to do all that stuff. So the strategy helps you all with that. And once you all start watching this webinar, you'll see that this strategy is very, very similar to what they do. I've got a couple of more indicators that actually goes with this strategy that will help folks out as well. I'm not going to release those just yet. We'll release those further down the road. Foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is to keep it all the way simple. Foreign exchange is pretty much like it exactly as how it sounds. It's the exchange of currencies of different nations. So let's say I take the United States dollar. I go to Europe. I have to exchange my currency for their currency over there in order to even buy anything. That's the foreign exchange. The foreign exchange happens on that small level before anybody else even knows it. Let's see. Are there scams in forex as far as what? What type of scam are you looking for? Pretty much foreign exchange is the same things that major banks and financial institutions use. So if you put your money in the bank, bots are scams, aren't they? Yeah, I would say bots are. I mean, there's automated trading. Don't get me wrong. There's automated trading, but I don't have anything set up for automated trading. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say bots are scams. But a lot of brokers, like you can get into some shady brokers. I wouldn't say scam you, but there's some shady brokers out there. That's about the only problem that I can tell you. Other than that, there's nothing to be afraid of or scam about the foreign exchange, because it's the foreign exchange is killing the New York Stock Exchange and things like that. It's a $1 trillion industry. We, unfortunately, as the retail traders, we only touch about 1.9 trillion of that, of all the money that's even traded in the foreign exchange. So we touch a very small portion of it. That video, actually, let me post that video on the Facebook group, actually, because that video will show you all what it is. Nope. I gotta find it again. I think it's in the chat. Jerry sent me, but I'll get it up there for you all. How much do I trust? I trust this broker, man, to the fullest. I mean, I've never had any problems with them. Their customer service is real quick. They always answer any kind of question or issues that I may have. So I mean, I don't have any problems with this broker. That's why I recommend them. Oh yeah. When you're trading through a broker, that's why they have different types of accounts you can set up. They have the ECN, which pretty much means it's a ECN versus variable spread. Is the variable spread is where you want to go because it's less money overall, and they take out a percentage. There's a puppy. They take out a percentage before you even gain profit. If you all notice, when you all start trading, you'll place an order. You always start in the negative because you pay broker fees. The ECN and variable spreads pertains to how you pay your broker fees. Variable spread means you go straight through the broker, but ECN you go through like a bank. That's why I don't use ECN. I use variable spread, so I'll use the broker. When you start profiting, how long does it take you to get your money? It depends on how you deposit it. If you use a bank transfer, it's going to take. They say it takes 5 to 7 business days. They say if you use a card or anything like that, it can take up to 3 to 4. Yes, I do trade different pairs with different sessions because I trade Euro USD from the London session all the way to the close of the New York session. After that, I'll switch to either USD JPY or I'll switch to the Australian dollar because the Sydney and Tokyo markets will be open. Let me see. Yes, I know what I want to cover with you all. What's the lowest amount of money you can profit off of? With this broker, you can deposit $10. No, I've never traded the stock market. Does the system work the same? Yeah. It doesn't matter what currency pair you're looking at in the MetaTrader 4 program. The system works the same way. Eventually, once you all get good enough, you'll be able to catch like currency opposites. And pretty much, let's say, since the Euro USD is going down right now, there's an opposite pair of this where it goes up. And you can catch both of them and ride them both at the same time. Dwayne, I wouldn't necessarily say that just because you got to remember that first initial deposit, the broker's going to match you. And based on how much you have in your account, it puts you in a lot size. But depending on your lot size depends on how much per pip you'll get paid out and things like that. I would always recommend 300 because that's going to double to 600, and that just leaves you 400 away from the 1,000 where it takes off. If you start with $300, you can keep your volume low at like a penny. Let your account slowly build up. Learn a few techniques. Learn how to actually work the program. Learn how to scalp. And then that builds your account up, and then it takes off once you reach 1,000. Oh, that's not you. Man. Yeah. So a $500 deposit gets you 1,000 to trade with. You're behind, lady. All right. So here's some more knowledge for you all. As far as the company, we've got an affiliate program that's going to launch once we reopen. Of course, I don't really want to do too much MLM with this at all. I want you all to pretty much trade, make your own future, and things like that. But at the same time, I know people are going to be asking, hey, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? How are you making this much money? Blase, blase. So we've created an affiliate program through JVZoo that you all can pretty much opt in if you wish to for free and make some extra money for just referring people. The way the affiliate program is going to work is located in the files already. You're going to have to register with JVZoo. If you aren't already, go to Affiliates tab, find products, search for War 3 Associates, and just request to become affiliate. What that does is that gives you your own affiliate link to when we start selling the products that we have to offer. your affiliate links are going to be linked to this website. This website right here, if you can see I think you still can see my page. This website right here is a sales funnel that we've invested in. It's pretty much automated. So whatever people click on, whatever they want to buy, if you send them that affiliate link, it's going to come to you. You'll get a percentage of whatever they buy. If a customer buys like the whole kit and caboodle, you can make $200 alone off of one person. If that gives you the type of money, an idea of the kind of money that you can make from the affiliate program. So that's just something extra for you all as being members to add value to the membership and things like that. And to say, appreciate you all for joining War 3. So we've got the affiliate program. What other questions do you all have for me? How far out is that? The affiliate program, you all can already start requesting your affiliate links and things like that and start putting the word out. The group's not going to be open for probably about 2 weeks. The reason why it's closed for 2 weeks is because we're working on that training material. We're going to get some real thorough training material out to you guys first, and then open it up to the public and be selling that for people who want to join the group as well. So you all have a chance to get a percentage of that. But my main goal as far as this company is to make it public one day, make it actually a financial institution where people can come and learn about all this stuff under one roof, like I said earlier. Starting with this group, when you all actually see how much money that you all can make, I want you all to actually, like, if we can really take this thing public, you all will be the first shareholders of the whole company. So this is why it's kind of closed right now. It's why I want to get you all caught up to date and see. You all don't have to do that at all. I can pretty much get there. I just need to network with you guys and see what all is out there for me as far as resources. So you all have the chance to join in with me and and go and build something pretty awesome, man. Let's see. You're not too far behind. We're gonna starting this week, we're gonna start doing training sessions. As far as group training sessions, we're trying to hold at least 2. I'm gonna say at least 1 a day, starting out 1 a day. So that way, I know y'all folks work and things like that. So we'll have 1 a day where we'll go over the same thing for a couple of days. That way we can get people all on the same things. So your kids will have ice cream. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Nicole. But so yeah, we're gonna start training you all this week. Between myself and Jerry and Ryan, we'll get you all caught up. We'll get you all your indicators set up. We'll help you all open up your accounts, get your demo stuff set up, and rocking and rolling. So that way, when we go public, I'm not bombarded with a whole bunch of questions from other people, from newbies pretty much, and that you all can be able to step up and answer them if I'm not available and things like that, because I'm pretty sure you all have seen that there's a lot of questions asked in the chat room. You all have any other questions for me? Chandra, yeah, we're working on something like that. I gotta see what's the best route to go as far as like getting like a text message alert or like a RSS feed or something like that. So that way, once something happens, y'all get a quick update. That's coming soon. We're still working on that. You don't have to start off, but it's recommended. I'm gonna have to check that out. Simplified alerts. I appreciate that, man. I'll check that out. Oh, yeah. Actually, that might be something that we, you just turned us on to something new, man. I appreciate that. Um, so just real quick, as far as like my vision for the company, I am going to need some resources, things like that, as far as graphic design for logos, website designers, things like that. Um, I need a lot of resources. So, I mean, if you all have any kind of resources or any kind of financial knowledge that you want to post to the group, keep in mind that this group is just more than about trading. It's about gaining financial knowledge overall. So, I mean, if you all do have any financial knowledge for like stocks, real estate, whatever it is, post that information in the group because I want people to come to this group to gain that kind of information. But foreign exchange, forex is pretty much the cream of the crop of the company. I'm good at Photoshop. I'm gonna check out that send group text message alert and things like that too. Nicole, you're a realtor. Ah, you've got all kinds of information for us then. That's good stuff right there. I'm gonna have to pick your brain, Nicole. Let me see. Is there any other questions that you all may have for me? It's like anything about the strategy, anything about the group itself. Appreciate that, Ms. Vega. Yes. Foreign exchange does convert back to the domestic currency. So, news does affect the strategy. But the thing with the news is, with this strategy, you kind of want to catch the news because with this strategy, you'll be able to tell which way the news is going to go for the most part. I'm going to get into news. I'm going to get into a training about news and how to really tell and what to look for on the news websites. Edgar, my man, taxes. As far as taxes, when you all really start to make it and get some really nice profits, I recommend seeking a certified personal accountant and trying to get some kind of trust fund set up. And the reason why I say go a trust fund or something like that route is so that way you can kind of retain more of your currency than pay a whole bulk out in taxes. I'm not saying that you're never going to pay taxes on it. No, I'm saying that if you set yourself up right to protect yourself from the government taxes, there's loopholes that you can get around that will help you maintain your currency. Yes, there's a couple of different short-term scalping techniques with this, actually. I scalp off the 1 hour chart. Sometimes I'll scalp off the 15-minute. I know Jerry scalps off the 1 minute, and Garrett scalps off, I believe, the 15-minute too. Mm-hmm. What other questions do y'all have for me? Oh, man. Yes, I have a trust. Yes, Nicole, I'm trying to tell you the trust route is the way I'm going. Mr. Burns, my scalping method is on the 1 minute. I mean, not the 1 minute, the 1 hour candle. If you can scalp, let's say 10 candles a day on the 1 hour, you can potentially make an extra $50 to $100 real quick. What I do, let's say on the hour chart, a new candle starts at the top of every hour. Depending on the time of day, I'll look for the volatility of that candle to be to make it spike. And if you really start to watch the charts, if you look at the 1 hour chart, you'll notice that one candle moves up and down an awful lot and makes wicks. So if you can place a few different higher volume orders on that one candle, as it goes up or down, depending on direction it's going and depending on what order, if you place a buy or a sell, you can place about 3 or 4 orders at about, let's say, 0.25 volume on one candle. When it goes, if you place a buy and it goes up to a peak one time, what you're going to do is you close out one of those orders. So as it keeps going up, you're going to close out each one of those orders and take you maybe a few bucks here and there. So if you do that 10 times a day on 10 candles, you just made about 50 to 100 bucks. It's just a quick way to build your account up to hit different lots. The government doesn't know anything about you trading. As far as foreign exchange and binary options, they're considered capital gains. And the government really doesn't have too much. I mean, they have regulations over it. I'm not going to say they don't have any regulation over it, but they're considered capital gains. So when you go to claim these on your taxes, you just have to claim them as a capital gain. Same thing as if you gambled a lot, that's what you would claim a gambling earnings under. It's capital gains. Does that answer your question, Edgar? Let's see. No problem. No problem. Do y'all have any questions about the strategy, the group, or anything like that? How to sign up, how to get set up, anything? So I didn't want to hold y'all this long, actually. You said, what is a forex lot? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Indicators will be nice. Newbies are profiting in one day. That's crazy. Yeah, Dwayne. If that's the actual Dwayne. Oh, man. Okay. Yes. I'll share my screen as far as the 4 brothers and show you all what you're looking for. Hold on. Give me just a second. All right, let me know when y'all can see my screen. All right. I'm going to show you all something real quick before I get really into this. All right, since y'all are looking at my screen, this candle let's see. This right here is May 8th of this year. If you was to catch an order from right here, if you was to put a sell, and let it ride all the way down to where the market is now, you are a multimillionaire. I would tell you that right now. You're talking about months and months and months of pips. Here's how you measure your pips over here. So you can pretty much do the math. If you compound and hit your lots right, you could have made millions right there. That's just something I want to show you all. But as far as the four brothers, what you're looking for as far as the four brothers, here's your four brothers, your two pillars. You can tell which way the cycle is overall by looking at the orange line, the orange pillar. If it's below the red, the market's in a downtrend. If it's above the red, the market's in the uptrend. The pillars, they run their own cycle. The four brothers, they run their own cycle, but together they make a whole cycle. All right, a whole cycle is, I'm going to, let's see. Let me see. So this right here is a consolidation from a little retracement of the market. When the four brothers consolidate, they break out. When they break out in the same color pattern: Luciano, white, greens, and blue. Whether it's going in the downtrend or whether it's going in the uptrend, you'll see it breaks out in every breakout. Luciano, white, green, and blue. So if you're able to catch a cycle from the beginning of a breakout, you can let it ride like I do. I let it ride for days, weeks at a time, and you gain currency. So my cycle for the four brothers, all right, when they branch out down, you have to remember Luciano's going to want to bring everybody back together. After they consolidate, after they meet, I usually think of a consolidation as a meeting. This is where they gather plans to see where they want to head out for the remainder of however long. And when they break out, they're going to do work. So when they go do work and they finish at some point, they got to come back together. When they come back together, they start another consolidation and go in the opposite direction. All right? So hold on. Let me zoom out. Looking right here, look at this downtrend. Look at the pattern of the lines, how they broke down. Luciano, white, green, blue. So starting from right here to all the way right here, that's one cycle from the four brothers. So from this breakout all the way to October 3rd, that's one cycle of the brothers. If you notice, after they complete a cycle, they flip the other way and start a whole new cycle. And as they flip the other way, they break out. Luciano, white, green, then blue. So when you all start to realize that that's a pattern that every chart's going to make, you'll start to enter orders at the beginning of that breakout and let it ride for the whole cycle. So right here, you would enter in a buy, let it ride up all the way to the top, which is right here. From right here to right there, you gain currency, and that's how I trade. I trade long term. That took an average of what, from October 3rd to October 21st. That's a 3-week long trade. Within that trade, within that time frame, though, you're going to add more orders to that. And that's how you compound, and that's how you build your accounts up real quick with long-term trading. If you all notice, millionaires don't watch the charts. They'll enter long-term trades. Banks, they don't watch the charts. They enter long-term trades. They probably scalp and throw you off, the market makers. I'm sure they do. But you'll hear every single millionaire trader talking about long-term trades. So the cycles video that I made, it's like I said, that's just a quick little introduction to the theory. It tells you, it describes the cycle a little bit more in depth. Did that help you out a little bit more? All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, what other questions do y'all have for me? At any point, will it be too late to buy or sell? That's a good question. As far as entering and exiting an order or anything like that, you can maximize your profits, and that's what I always try to do. I always try to maximize my profits. So before I even enter it in an order, I always look at the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, and then I look at the 30-minute chart. The reason I look at the 30-minute chart is because the 30 minutes, anything happening, any chart less than the hour chart, they're all relative. You have to understand that. So anything less than the hour all pertains to what's happening inside that one candle on the hour chart. So the 30 minutes, there's two 30-minute candles that make up the 1 hour chart. There's four 15-minute candles that make up the 1 hour chart, 25 minutes, and 61-minute candles. So pretty much, if you wanted to measure the activity for 1 hour, if you looked at the 1 minute, count 60 candles, and you've got that last hour on the 1 hour chart. So when you're entering an order, you have to understand what chart you're looking at and how you're going to trade and how you're trading. So if you're going for a long-term trade, understand that a new candle opens up every hour. So if you're about to enter in at like 10:30 or anything like that, you're going to look at to what time frame you're looking at as far as when you're about to enter. So like right now it's 10 o'clock. I'd look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart just to see when I'm at, just to see which way the direction is going to go. So that way I maximize my profit. If it was like 10:10 or anything like that, I'm gonna look at the 15-minute chart just to see what the market is doing at that time for the 15 minutes. Then I'll look at the hour to see where it's overall going. Does that make sense? No problem. Dwayne 2.0, I think that's 2.0. What about short trades? Short trades, I try to stay away from the minute chart. Jerry likes the minute chart. He's a minute man of the group. I stay away from Sundays unless I already have an order open. Once you all start to trade, you'll notice that Sundays they move very slow. The reason that is because none of the major banks for the Euro USD are open. Not only that is if there's a gap in the currency pair that you're trading, the market has to close that gap. It doesn't have to, but it wants to close that gap, so it's going to close that gap. So Sundays the market moves irregularly. Yeah, short trades is just fast money. Kind of similar to binary options, because if you're using that 1 minute chart, you got to think every minute a new candle. Yeah, it's very risky. Don't get me wrong. Every minute a new candle is gonna open up. So the trend moves very quick on the 1 minute chart. I'm not saying you all to avoid it, but I mean as new traders, yes, avoid the 1 minute chart unless you're trading with Jerry. Because all that's going to do is, on the 1 minute chart, that's why people get in and get out. All right. Any other questions for me? It was recorded. Let's see. Dwayne, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's a good question. As far as trading on the Euro USD, I'm gonna tell you the best times to trade this currency pair are from the London breakout, which happens at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The London breakout is when all the big banks from London and things like that. The London market, the London stock house or the trade house in London is, I believe, the biggest one there is, followed by the New York trade house. So you want to catch the London breakout because that's when you can gain a lot of currency. I usually got the bathtub. I see you, little mama. So catch the London breakout and then trade all the way to the New York market closes, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern. After that, the market will pretty much after 2:33 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, the market slows down for the Euro USD. I'm not too sure if you all have noticed that at all, but I'm telling you right now, it slows down. It picks up usually about 10 o'clock at night again, but not too much. Not like it does when the London market's open. Gabriel, the indicators are in the first couple of videos in the basic theory training. Exactly, Mike. The Euro USD is the most traded currency pair because of that reason right there. A London session is just, hold on. If you all go to forexfactory.com and scroll down to the bottom, it's going to give you the sessions. It's going to give you the time frames from the sessions of all the major trade houses that are open. You've got a Tokyo session, you've got a London session, the New York session, and you've got a Sydney session. Foreign exchange gives you the time that all those sessions are open. If you notice, usually there's two sessions that's when a session ends, it's overlapping a session that has started previously. And that's why you're able to trade from pretty much 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday to 5 p.m. Friday Eastern Standard Time, because there's always a session going because they overlap each other. Another thing is, before you all trade live, you all want to check the news. I always check forexfactory.com and I check investing.com. The reason why you want to check the news is because the news is, if you're trading on the currency pair and there's major news, that's high impact news that's going to affect it, it's either going to gain you a lot of currency real quick or it's going to kill your account real quick. So you all want to be aware of when there's news going to hit and things like that. So that way, when you all learn how to use the news to your advantage, you can up your volume and build your accounts off that one news spike real quick. That's kind of like what happened the other day when it hit that low. It spiked down again. It's because of news. So if you would have caught that, you could have increased your volume and made a lot of money. Yes, that's the beauty of it. If I try to never ever close out in the negative. Never ever. If I have to close out in the negative, it's only going to be by, I'm gonna say no more than $30. When you're able to hedge the market like we're able to, there's no way you should be losing. So I took that into account with the strategy, and so that's how you pretty much minimize your loss and you never lose pretty much. By how many pips? I always say hedge by 10 pips, 10 to 15 pips. I made a video of a pending hedge, and that is a beast because if you $30 is how many pips? It depends on the spread or the currency pair you're trading on. Because you got to remember, the spread for the Euro USD with the forex broker, I believe, is 1.7 pips. Okay, okay. Yeah, I just say anywhere between 10 to 15 pips is when you should place either a penny hedge or hedge. Yeah. Any other questions for me? Yeah, there's everything that I talked about. There's videos already made. That's the training that's in the group right now. It's pretty solid training. It's going to get you on the right direction as far as gaining money and making profit real quick. As I mean, of course, you've probably already seen newbies are already making a couple $100 days already just off that training alone. So, we're working on some very in-depth training right now, though, for the next 2 weeks. That's why the group's closed. A hedge is a hedge is being able to place an order against an already existing order. So let's say if you have a sell, which means you predict that the market was going to go down, but the market went up, then you hedge with a buy. Trades will eventually be called out in the group via text message or when we do live trading sessions. Um, Keep in mind, when we do live trading sessions, we're pretty much just going to be scalping. We'll start it out with maybe a long-term trade that I'll recommend for y'all to like take and hold. But other than that, while that's gaining currency, we're going to be scalping the market. Oh yes. Hey, I'm glad that you all are part of the group, man. Like it brings a lot of excitement to me because the vision I have, I just know it's possible. It's possible with the resources that we can pull together from just Facebook and networking alone. So it's just all information that the world needs to know about. And hell, honestly, the world's financial literacy is terrible. And if I can help that with a school or something like that, yo, that's what I'm going for. All right. Y'all got any other questions for me? So what's the plan for when the markets open up? Um, Hell, grab you a spoon, a fork, and eat them buffet, man. Eat that buffet. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, man, the money you can make off of this is just it's too crazy. I'm always talking to somebody on Facebook about it. Me and Garrett, man, we go back and forth. We clown. Like this is some powerful information, man. I just wish a lot of people knew more about it. Yeah, that's a yeah right there, man. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Man, I'm trying to tell you, like what I want y'all to do, man. Once y'all learn this stuff, I want y'all to pay it forward. Honestly, just pay it forward. Like teach it to somebody who actually deserves it and is actually humble enough to understand what it is that you're trying to teach them. Because as you all possibly already see and will see, that this is some strong stuff right here. Like this is life changing. So, lady, yes, it's very possible. That's where the term day trading comes from. If you really wanna keep it all real, if you invest your money, let's say to an Edward Jones or anything like that, this is all they're gonna do. They're just gonna invest it in the stocks and things like that. So if you can learn it yourself, you're cutting off the middleman and making your own money. Trading is all I do. Yep. I don't have a job. I don't do none of that, man. This is all I do. Hey, man, I'm proud to tell you, man. Bloomberg and CNN Business News, that's gonna be y'all's best friend because they report a lot on the market makers, and that's the information that I'm trying to teach you all. If you all don't get nothing from this group, just understand that if you all try to go to anywhere else, any successful trader, they're going to teach you something about the market makers. So, nope, you don't have to be online all day with this, man. Place you a couple trades throughout the day for a couple hours, man, and just let it ride and check on them. That's all you got to do. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. News is just BS and cover up. Only time you have to really news affects you is at binary options because you have an expiry with binary options. News makes the market either spike or doesn't do anything to it at all. Yeah, exactly. That's why demo is so important. Demo, I can't stress the importance of demoing to you all. The reason I say demo is for at least a week or two. This is going to get you all familiar with the forex patterns. This is going to build your all's confidence up in the strategy. It's just going to be good, beneficial for you all. It's going to minimize your loss. Can y'all still hear me? All right, there we go. So this week, yeah, we've got some major things coming up. I'm gonna post in the group a few different times of training that we're going to be offering throughout the week. What that's going to do is that's going to cut down the workload on the trainers that I have for you all and myself. So that way, if we can train the majority of you all at group sessions at a time, those who aren't necessarily able to make it, then we can go back and do one-on-ones with them and get them caught up. So that way, when we open up the group, you all aren't left behind. And yeah, training's going to be easier. Nick, if you have the money to do it now, I would suggest so because we're going to be doing some live trades here soon. And if you can get some free currency, man, go ahead and do so. But if you want to wait, hey, more power to you. Hey, my man. Yep, do your smutty dance. I'm trying to tell you. Yo, another thing I want to stress to you all is patience in the beginning. How do you make a full account? If you go to the PDF, Mikey, I think on the third page there's a link that says click here. Just click on that and it'll take you to a Ward 3 website. There's a Forex Broker Inc. banner on the bottom of that. Click that banner and it'll help you sign up. What was I saying? I was in the middle of saying something. I forgot. Gosh, I was going to say something and I totally forgot it. This is like the Matrix. Hey, yeah, honestly, man, like day trading and things like that has actually been something I wanted to get into. Stocks in general, finance in general was just something I've always wanted to get into. Um, yeah, patience in the beginning. That's exactly what I was getting to. Patience is needed in the beginning to minimize your loss, so that way you all don't blow your accounts. And that's why I always recommend starting out with the micro lot and trading of just a penny. Because if you can let a penny ride for a few days, that penny's going to end up being $20 or so. So as you're slowly building your account, you can slowly learn and not take too many losses, man. So that's where patience comes in. That's where patience comes in key at. Yeah, exactly. Start off small and build. Which I'm trying to tell you. Once it hits 1,000, truly, it takes off. Yes. If you're already part of the group right now, you have access to everything we have to offer. So don't expect to pay anything extra. Like you're already grandfathered in, you're good to go, you're set. Mm, yeah, $100 plus from tens and twenties. Yeah, yeah, you can make that off of a .25 volume. Like it's crazy. um, let's see here. Who's all on here right now? Let me see. We got a nice big group. Uh, throughout this course, throughout this, what are the different volumes? The volumes are, you change your volume when you first enter in the orders. The volume goes as high as your account balance or the lot you're in. So that's why the bigger your account balance, the bigger your lot, which pays you out more per pip. If that makes any sense to you. Um, Trying to explain it to you right now without a visual image and things like that isn't really going to help. I advise you just go through baby pips and they give you the whole breakdown of it. Okay. Yeah. Not only that, 300 is going to get you $600 to trade with. Yes, yes. Yep. You don't want you don't really waste 100%, 100% match on anything cheap, man. That's all I want to tell you. If you lose that $300 and you just lost that $300, that yeah. Mm, I see you, booty butt. Yeah, if you deposit 500, you're already gonna be at 1,000. When you hit $1,000, the reason I say it takes off from $1,000 is because once you hit $1,000, you can trade at a full volume of 1.00. That full volume at the leverage that we're using has a payout of $10 per pip. So if you get if you have $1,000 and you're trading at the full standard, you get 20 pips. Dog, you just made you a couple hundred in a matter of seconds. Right. If you start small, yeah, you're less likely gonna lose that 300. Start small with your volume, that is. So if you're starting with a small volume, you can pretty much, you're gonna make mistakes. Like starting out, realistically, expect to lose a little bit because you're inexperienced. You have to learn a program. You've got to learn what you're looking for, things like that. So you're gonna make mistakes. That's why I say start out small. So that way you're not losing, 50, $60. You might lose about 5 or 10. You can afford to lose 5 or $10. I don't want y'all taking a loss of like 50, $60. That's just outrageous. Oh yeah. I know the college life, my man. All right, but I didn't really want to keep y'all too long tonight. Just be looking for posts in the group to starting probably Monday. We're gonna have a trade session coming up Monday. Um, be looking for the first session to be early afternoon. The second session will probably be later in the evening. Tuesdays or Thursdays is when we're gonna try to do our live trade sessions with you all. So you all those are gonna happen. Those are going to happen late at night. I'm saying we'll probably scalp at 10. From 10, we'll probably trade for like an hour or two, hop off. And then I may open up another room around the London breakout. So if you all want to wake up remember, the London breakout happens at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you all where you'll be able to enter in orders between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then you'll be able to go to sleep. Wake up in the morning to currency, to profit. That's usually how I do it. Like, I go to sleep. All right, all right. Yep, that's pretty much what it is, Chad, man. That's why, if you really want to think about it, it's no different than placing a long-term trade during the day. Like you don't have to watch the charts. Is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like if y'all place an order, look at the 4-hour chart, you all know what it's going to do based off the strategy and the indicators of the line. So you're just going to place an order, let the market work its magic, and go on about your day and live your life. That's all I do. I place my orders, and I live my life. You know what I mean? Like I clown. I play basketball. I raise my kids. I do all kind of stuff. But I don't really watch no charts. That's the thing. So, like, this shit's real. Correct. The broker will not take your money unless you place an order. Hey, when I first started trading, hey, I used to love it, man. It was just something about it because it was like, damn, I'm making my own money. I'm trying to make as much as I want to in one day. Uh, when I first started trading, I was trading binary options. I took $300, blew it up to 2,500 in a matter of days, not even compounding. That gives you the kind of trading I was really doing at the time. So after I traded binary options, I came to foreign exchange because I didn't really like the expiry times. I would always get stopped out at the last second with binary options, and that would piss me off. Yeah, some people can't keep their eyes off the charts. Y'all are going to notice, man, when y'all really start to get into this, your weekdays are going to fly by. When weekend comes, y'all going to be like, damn, what's to do? All right, though. Yeah. Yeah, exactly does. Weekend sucks. Watching charts, that's a bit stressful if you ask me. But I think that's about it for tonight's call, guys. I just pretty much want to introduce myself and the company and answer any kind of questions that y'all may have immediately right here before we started this new week coming up Monday with training and things like that. We've got a lot of new hot stuff coming y'all's way, so just be on the lookout for it. If y'all have any questions, the chat's always there. Feel free to post it in the group wall. Add me on Facebook as a friend. You know, send me a question if you want to. Myself, Keith, Garrett, Autumn, Levon, Michael. Those are pretty much, and Ryan. Yes, Ryan and Jerry. Those are pretty much who I have set in place to help folks out. So get with one of us, myself, and then we'll do our best to answer any of your questions and get you headed on the right track. But other than that, be looking for another meeting to happen on Monday. All right, guys? Y'all got any other questions before I hop off here? Going once. I'm going twice. Hey, y'all are welcome, man. All right, man. Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all have a good night. Study up and just hit me up if y'all need anything, man. I'm off here.